Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 2014 BCBL preseason interview. My name is Joe Scamacci. I'm with the Litchfield Dolphins manager, Jared Fabian here. Jared, thanks for taking time out to do this. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you for asking, Joe. How are you?
Jared is live in Myrtle Beach. I'm doing just fine, a little bit up the road here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's talk a little baseball, which you and I could do for hours, but we'll keep it, to just a pretty much short and subtle interview here. Jared, tell me for the viewers out there, what is the BCBL, and who is your team, the Litchfield Dolphins?
Okay, well, BCBL stands for Beach Collegiate Baseball League. It's a summer collegiate league for kids from all over the United States to come and play baseball here in Myrtle Beach. As far as the Litchfield Dolphins go, that is our team. We are one of 16 teams in the BCBL. I had gotten lucky enough to be the manager of one of the 4 expansion teams.
Nice. So it sounds like this league is growing. So the BCBL up and coming, located in Myrtle Beach, pristine facilities. Go ahead, look at their website online. You will be amazed. Tell us a little bit, Jared, about the recruiting process for yourself and for the players that play in this league. What's it all about?
Okay. Joe, great question. As far as the recruiting process is concerned, well, I began the recruiting process back in October. So it was about a 6-month. It was a 6-month process. Being new to the league and really new to the just college baseball scene in general, I had a lot of work to do in front of me. I began first by figuring out how I was going to contact these coaches. And what I was going to say. So basically, I had a list of colleges, Division I, Division II, and Division III, and I made it a goal of mine to contact as many college coaches as I can from that list. I started with Division I programs, and I wasn't having that much success. So immediately I realized, what's my target market going to be? And this being a newer league, it's its 3rd year in existence. The first year it started out with 5 teams. Then the second year it had 12, and now it's grown to 16 teams. I quickly realized that Division I caliber ball players really weren't going to be playing in this league right away. And not to mention, I got started in the process a little bit late. And a lot of those Division I ball players had already committed to different collegiate leagues. So I skipped down to the Division II colleges, and I had much more success with them. I went ahead and contacted 500 different colleges over the 6 months, and the numbers were just as I expected. You're not going to receive information back from every coach or even acknowledgement for that matter. Didn't stop me. I ended up receiving I talked with 70 different coaches, and from there they had sent me information about their players and contact information for me to reach out to them. I would go ahead and reach out to each player individually by phone, because that was the most effective way I realized to talk to them about the league and answer any questions they may have had. And from there, I was able to speak with them and gauge their interest. And between what the coaches had told me and stats that I had seen on their team's websites, I would decide whether I wanted to offer each individual kid a position on my roster. I ended up signing 21 different ball players from 17 different schools across the United States. The breakdown was mostly Division II ball players, but I have a Division I ball player. I have a handful of Division III guys, and even a couple JUCO guys in the mix. So we're really wide range.
Sounds exactly like it is, Jared. It's a recruiting process. It's almost like sales. The more calls you make, the more guys you're going to get. The better the talent you're going to find. You're going to live and learn. It's your first go at it, but it sounds like you got a good group. Now, this isn't exactly your first rodeo as a coach, or as a manager, I should say. You're fresh off another year, West Seneca West varsity baseball, in which you were the assistant coach. Tell us, Jared, what are you going to take away from your experience up there in Buffalo, New York, that you're going to bring down here to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina?
Well, honestly, all my coaching experiences so far have definitely been learning experiences. I am in no way fully prepared or for that matter, even you know, to say that I'm ready to manage a team by myself would be crazy. You know, I had the opportunity to be an assistant coach with a local varsity team back at home, and my head coach Max Zimmerman really showed me a lot as far as structure went. He was really good at making practice plans and coming prepared to practice in games, and I definitely learned a lot from that aspect of things. You know, you got to have a plan. You got to have something for the guys to do. Always, everybody is working on something, and each position is so different, which makes baseball very unique. So, you know, I always learn, or I always need to come prepared and have a plan. And, you know, that's just better for everybody. You know, baseball, there's a lot of standing around sometimes, and the more active these guys are, the more they're working, you know, the better off the team's going to be in the end. So, you know, that is the most important thing I've taken from my time as an assistant coach. You know, even you know, sometimes it's nice to take a back seat, honestly. Yeah, it's not always great to be the center of attention, or, you know, I don't know. For the most part, that's what I took from it.
Yeah, I mean, just in a couple of years, you'll be so seasoned. You'll learn from mistakes. You'll grow as a coach, as a team, and that brings me to my next point, Jared. Is, you know, with baseball, you played it, I played it, you coached it. We watch professional baseball. The teams that are the most successful, the teams that come together as a team in October for the pros, let's say. The San Francisco Giants always remind me of a team with great chemistry. And you just mentioned you brought 20-plus guys from all around the country in to come play. These guys don't know each other. I mean, how do you plan on getting them familiar with one another so that you can build that team chemistry and, you know, put the most successful unit out there?
Joe, so today was the first full day we had together. You know, we started the day off at a team meeting. One of my goals was, you know, I want to make sure everybody understands that we are all in the same boat here. Not one of my players had played in this league in the past 2 seasons, so we're all brand new to the Beach Collegiate Baseball League. We have that in common is a good starting point. Also, you know, basic introductions. We had the guys, you know, have a little fun earlier, talking about things they've done in the past, or, you know, previous baseball experiences that others were able to relate to. You know, all those type of things lead to different conversations that the guys have outside off the field. You know, and that's how they really get to know each other. So really just having them in the same room, giving them an opportunity to talk, asking them certain questions, really the other guys listening to what they're saying, so they have something to talk about outside of that area. That's very important. And not to mention, we have planned a couple team outings over the course of the first week here, so the guys have an opportunity to meet each other and get to know what each other's all about. That's how you really build team chemistry.
Oh, yeah, and that's brilliant. I mean, you know all these guys, Jared, they love baseball, they want to play baseball, but they're, you know, just getting to know each other's names as you're about to start games. So you make the drive to Myrtle, you have a team meeting, a quick practice, and boom, you start playing some games. You got 27 games coming up in the next 34 days, and then after that, you got the playoffs. How do you as a manager plan on managing this team in terms of, you know, injuries, playing time, your pitching rotation, certain depth? What are you leaning on here to go ahead and manage this team as successfully as you can?
Well, a big part of it's going to be coming from my assistant coach, Mitch Reese. Like I said, I'm not ready to coach a team by myself. You know, having him here by my side is crucial. You know, he was a West Virginia guy as well. Coached him a little bit, Morgantown. So, you know, as far as that goes, him and I we balance each other out. We have very different strengths. You know, he's good with the pitchers and catchers. I'm going to be working with the position players and offensive guys. So, you know, just to break it down that way is helpful as well. We'll be able to focus more on our strengths and really pass our knowledge on to the others. Can you?
leaning on your resources, Jared, is just brilliant. I mean, this is not a one-man job. 20-something, college kids being coached by one guy, that just wouldn't go over well. So having an assistant coach, depth charts, learning on the fly as you go, it's going to be, it's going to be an interesting experience for you. So let's just talk about where you are. You're in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Personally, I was there just a few weeks ago. It's a great spot. It's a tourist spot. You're right on the ocean. The weather's gorgeous. The nightlife is just fun. What are you looking to do as a coach? And you're going to use the help of your assistant coach, Mitch, as well, from keeping these players out of trouble and focusing them on baseball, playing every day.
Well, I mean, you already touched on it. We're going to be playing 27 games in 34 days. I mean,
wow.
We're gonna be on the field more than the guy. They're gonna be so tired from being on the field. Hopefully, they won't have enough energy to be doing
brilliant
things that they would, normally do in Myrtle Beach if we didn't have any responsibilities. But I made sure the guys understood the fact that we're here to play baseball. You guys are here to get better, and I wouldn't want anything coming back to their college coaches and jeopardizing their school season. I made it clear in the meeting this morning that our team is going to set the standard. We're going to set the standard on the field, and we're going to set the standard off the field. I want other teams to look around and say, this is the Litchfield Dolphins. They're not here to mess around. Not to say that I don't want the guys to have fun, because we're all going to have fun. Last night was one of the kids' 21st birthdays.
Wow.
Yeah, and I know there's another birthday coming up on Tuesday. So the guys are here. They understand why they're here, and my positioning is, if I feel like things are getting out of hand, there will be, I don't want to say punishments, but the playing time could be at jeopardy. I went through it once. That's the biggest thing. I went through this. I was in college once. I know how it is. I'm still young myself. I can relate to them. I think that's huge. Being able to communicate with these guys and really, truly tell them how it is, and for them to be able to talk to me honestly, I think that's going to go a long way with 21 guys in the middle of the summer in Myrtle Beach. Another thing that we're going to do is, outside of having games 6 days a week, we're going to be practicing every day. I've got Mitch and I have groups set up where we're going to be doing individual workouts after games. That's going to be taking up a lot of their times, and even a majority of them, I think we have 8 to 10 guys that are looking to get jobs. So between our games, our practices, and their work schedules, they're not going to have much time, and honestly, they're going to be tired at the end of the day. And I really think, with them just keeping busy, they'll stay out of trouble.
These guys are college kids. They're adults. They love baseball. I imagine they're going to make the right decisions. Like you said, Jared, they'll be representing their colleges still while they're down here playing for you. So, sounded like the message was stern, but extremely fair. It's kind of manager I'd like to play baseball for. So just a couple more here, Jared, and it's beachcollegiatebaseball.com. You can go check them out. Check out, like Jared said, 16 teams. The Litchfield Dolphins are his team. And for your team, Jared, what are your goals and what are your expectations to get out of this team in the next 34-plus days?
Well, Joe, I want to be here as long as I can. Playoffs are the 6th week of the season. I want to be here until Sunday, the championship day. We're going to, over the course of the first 2 weeks, we start with 9-inning baseball games, and then it moves to 7-inning games. My goal, Mitch and I's goal, over those first 2 weeks is to get everybody as much playing time and as many reps as possible. Once that second week ends, that's when we're really going to start to know our team. Not having seen any of these guys play baseball besides a couple of videos, of hitting or bullpens that I've seen, we don't know what to expect on the field. I'm learning these kids' character, which is great, but we haven't, besides that practice we had today, I haven't seen any of them play. So, the first couple weeks is really going to be their chance to show us what they have, and then even as far as the pitching rotation goes, we're gonna have a larger pitching rotation. We're gonna give some guys a chance to start that are probably not going to start towards the end of the season. So our main focus is to really give these guys an opportunity to see what they have on the field, and after we can make a good evaluation after a couple weeks, we're going to narrow it down, and that's when we really start getting into the mid-season form, as they like to say.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready to go just like the ball players are.
Yeah, I mean, these ball players just finished up playing college baseball just a few weeks ago, so they'll be in shape, in tune, in form, ready to go and play for you. It's up to you, Mitch, your resources to really put together a ball club. Sounds like you guys are going to win a lot, hopefully win a lot. Want to be there on that last Sunday. Last question, Jared. We'll wrap it up, really focus on you as the manager, as the skipper. What are you hoping to get out of this experience? What would you like this experience of coaching the Litchfield Dolphins? What do you want it to lead to?
Joe, great question again. I've had a lot of chance or a lot of time to really think about what it is that I want to do with my future, and having the opportunity to play club baseball at West Virginia really opened up a unique door for me that I wouldn't have thought ever going through. In my 5th year in grad school, I had the opportunity to coach the West Virginia club baseball team, and at that point, I realized that this could be something for me. Not knowing really how to get there, or where even I want to go, I went back home to Buffalo, and Max Zimmerman gave me an opportunity to be his assistant coach at the local varsity level, and even doing that, it's a huge passion of mine. I don't even play baseball anymore. I had 2 torn ACLs. I have no regrets about not playing, and it's because I'm still very well involved, and coaching has given me that opportunity to be involved still. So, with that being said, I decided that I want to be a college coach. I coach a local NABF team at home filled with a bunch of college players, guys who have played college that are now out of college, a couple independent ball players. It's great baseball. Doing that and then coming down here, having the opportunity to actually coach for a salary, just working my way up the ladder. And the next step is to get involved with the collegiate program. Come the fall, I hope to be involved with the collegiate program, whether it's an assistant or a head coaching job. I'm going to do what I have to do, and the money's not important to me. If the opportunity arises, I'm going to jump on it. And once I do, once I do have some college experience, I hope to be a collegiate coach at a large Division I school within 5 years. It doesn't stop there, but having a goal and a plan is half the battle. And once I figured out what it was that I wanted to do, I was able to start focusing a lot more of my attention on how to get there. Even the recruiting process, doing that for 6 months, not getting paid. I realized all that stuff is so important. Recruiting is huge in coaching, huge, and I just realized I want to do this. It's something I want to go after. Everybody will have the chance to view our games. See how the season's going. Even the ball players' parents, who are all across the United States. We've actually got 4 guys who are from different countries, a couple from the Dominican Republic, one from Venezuela. Everybody's going to have the chance to view our games live on Game Changer. They're being scored by official scores. The league's, like I said, the league's growing. I'm very excited to be a part of it. I know the commissioner, Sean Lomas, is working really hard. He holds a lot of different hats. He's associate scout with the Kansas City Royals. He's got a lot of connections. There's a lot of good stuff going on here. There's a very good vibe over the past 36 hours since I arrived. It's almost like a major league camp. This is what I would like. Everybody's here in the same boat. We all love baseball. We're all trying to get somewhere, and ultimately, at the end of the day, Mitch and I, we're just not going to let anybody else beat us.
For the love of the game, Jared, it sounds like you and Mitch are off kicking on the right foot. BeachCollegiateBaseball.com, again, where you can follow the Litchfield Dolphins, coached by the manager, Jared Fabian. Jared, You came on, you crushed it. Everybody's going to see this interview. They're going to, like you said, go to Beach Collegiate Baseball. They're going to watch the Litchfield Dolphins play ball and watch them. They're going to watch them win a lot of games. You already got a fan of me, man. I appreciate you taking some time out to do this. Maybe we can wrap it up again in about 34-plus days after Championship Sunday, huh?
Thanks a lot, Joe, man. It's always a pleasure talking with you.
Take care, Jared. Good luck this year.
Appreciate it. Bye.